Hey, what's going on? This is Raven with Raven's Arcana. Appreciate you being here. And we are going to pull a spread for the In Through the Outdoor tarot reading. So this doesn't have a timestamp. It's not for any specific person, any specific question. I'm just opening myself up for information to come through. And if it finds you, then perhaps it's meant for you. All right. So hope everyone's having a lovely day. Get a few shuffles in here, and we will begin the reading. It's kind of wonky. All right, here we go. We're going to use the as above, so below tarot spread. So the 3 initial cards, 3 below, 3 above, and then we might expand out from there. All right, so here's the first initial 3 cards. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. And we have the 9 of Swords reversed. Interesting. So I'm feeling that... Oh, wow. This is... some things have been going on here in your life that are just really doing some damage to your psyche. You don't feel like you've been able to manifest any of your goals. You don't feel as though you have any kind of vision for a future. I feel like you're definitely stagnant, kind of in place, you're just kind of going through the daily motions, right? You're kind of existing here. And this nightmare here, you have the ability to transition past this. And a lot of these readings go back to a mental game, and I'm aware of that. And it's coming through as you're in your own head, you're kind of doing this to yourself, you're turning everything in upon yourself, where you're not able to have that clear foresight, have that clear vision of kind of where you want to be. And even if it's tomorrow, even if it's throughout the day, just making some movement toward hope, towards kind of creating something new for yourself, meaning even if you set goals and you're stuck in your own head here. I think the reversal of both of these cards, meaning the 9 and 10 of Swords, does signify that something is just kind of holding you back. And I think you're closing yourself off from opportunity, from possibility, and even in a daily aspect. So you kind of start out with this front loading of everything's bad, nothing's going to work out, and by putting that information out into the universe, you're not able to manifest any kind of forward motion. Honestly, you don't have any vision of even working towards the weekend or getting off work and celebrating life, celebrating anything at all at this moment. So let's go below the surface and kind of see what is going on there. Usually this is going to be suppressed emotions, things that you are not speaking to others about, things that others are not necessarily aware of their goings on internally with you. Now, you definitely want this. This is the Ace of Pentacles upright. And then we have the Moon card upright. And then we have the Ace of Cups reversed. So, you really want a change. You really want to begin something that is going to be fruitful for you, that's going to be different. You're going to take a completely different path than the one you've been on. Now, with the Moon card here, I think this is signifying dreams. I think you have a dream, and it's not necessarily, a dream that you have at night when you're unconscious. But your goal is to change, to make a huge change, to start over. And what's kind of governing, your inability to see this and to make this happen in the conscious level is you're unable to move past some sort of emotional blockage. There's something going on here, and it could be that you just don't have the drive right now. So you don't really have a whole lot of power over your emotions. I think you feel numb. So there's some numbness going on here that isn't allowing you to come out. See, the moon card, you're coming out of the water. You're coming out of an really emotional existence and beginning a new journey and being able to balance your emotions. And the inability for you to do that is disallowing any kind of mental clarity here where you can see a future for yourself. You can see that there's a point where you are going to move on and get past, this is the Nightmare card, to get past this headache of feeling so stagnant, right? So this is all emotional, which is turning into a mental chaos for you. You want this so bad. You want a restart. It's going to be a reset. So a completely different path in your life. It might be something where you are moving away from friends and family and everything you know and taking this journey, right? But there's some emotion. And it could be you're not willing to leave some emotional attachments behind. So if this is a move, you might have some friends, some family here that you really don't want to leave behind. I'm thinking that's what this might be. I'm thinking this is a complete change for you. You've been kind of going over this in your head, and you can't separate. You're not able to cut ties. You're not able to use the swords to separate your emotional attachments here. But your dream is to absolutely do that. And it doesn't mean, you have to completely leave that old life behind. But you're gonna have to listen to your intuition. That moon, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, your mind. It's guiding you. It's attempting to guide you to a new beginning. And I feel like this is a move. I feel like this is a physical move where you are relocating, moving across the country, moving out of the country. And let's go above the surface and kind of see what that looks like. Yeah. I'm hearing needing a change. You need that change, right? And the pentacle, meaning money, change. You need that just fresh start. And the people that love you, the people that care about you, will follow you or stay in touch. So those worries, someone that's truly in your life for a reason will stay in your life. Will stay connected to you on an emotional level. Even though you're not physically in the same, area code, it doesn't mean that emotional connection is going to be broken. And I think that's your fear. That's your fear from taking that step to move on. And above the surface, we have the Ten of Cups upright. We have Judgment reversed. And then we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is upright. So, if you make this move, this will be a restart. This will be joy and happiness brought back into your life. It would be full of positive emotion. And once again, judgment, that transition, that is reversed. I think you need to get some mental stability. You need to quiet the mind. So the Four of Swords upright is telling you to stop analyzing everything. Stop going through everything. Stop being that person that tries to make the yes and no list. The reasons why you should do things, why you should not. That's not going to work in this situation. You need to quiet the mind, ease it down, kind of keep those wheels from spinning, because they're going to take you off track. And that track is a path that you need to take to remove yourself from a situation that exists presently. So once you quiet the mind, you can upright this Judgment card, meaning you can have a rebirth of yourself. You can start a new cycle of your life in a new place. And I'm definitely feeling that this is a move. And it could be just a move within, the same state. I'm not talking about you have to go to, 6,000 miles across the world. And I don't think you're trying to escape something that's going to follow you. So I don't see that. And let's get some more clarification here. I don't see that you're running away from your problems, is what I'm trying to say. I just think you need a change of scenery. I think the energy has become stagnant in the location that you kind of exist in right now. And you have emotional ties, and emotional ties are hard to break, especially when it's friends or family members or people that have come into your life that are supportive. But you need to cut some ties with your location, not with people. So we have the Page of Wands upright. We have the Seven of Swords upright. And then we have the Hierophant upright. So the Page of Wands, inspiration, you need to be inspired. I think this move, this change of scenery will definitely inspire you. This is going to be a new beginning that will facilitate creation, facilitate new ideas. I don't think that this is going to be a complete change all around for you. So relocating with work, probably not a good idea. I think this is something you need to do. You need to, this is a complete reset. And the Seven of Swords here, upright. So the Two of Swords are in the ground, right? The Five are leaving. Those are being swept away, being carried away. And the Five is chaos. So that chaos will be removed. And your balance, your mental clarity, the ability to get to that, mindset of balance and being able to assess situations will return when you make this move. And the Hierophant, kind of sitting here governing the whole spread, is the final card. Have faith, because this is unknown. This is an unknown kind of destination, right? I don't think that, I don't think you have a lot of information, and you might not know where you need to go, but you can't stay here, right? It's I'm here closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So you need to go somewhere, I think, completely different, somewhere you've never lived before, and have a little faith in your decision. Now you can plan a little bit, right? You don't need to just up and move, up and separate all of your physical ties with your current location. Have a little faith, do a little homework, right? So if we're looking at the three cards here, the below is going to be the Ace of Cups, right? You got to get past those emotional ties, because the ones that matter, the ones that are meant to stay around, will stay around. They'll come visit you. You will remain in contact with them. Above the surface, this will bring back a restful mind. This will remove chaos from your mind. The stress, anxiety, whatever is going on is going to dissipate. It will disappear. And you got to have faith. With the Hierophant here, you see the key. This is the key to your happiness, the Ten of Cups. The key to your happiness is a separation. The energy is stagnant, and it will remain stagnant if you remain in your current location. So change is good. A change will facilitate creativity, new beginnings, restful mind. And while it might be sad to leave, the people that are in your life, that are very supportive, loving, compassionate, caring for you, will remain if they're supposed to be there. And they might follow you. All right. Thank you so much for your time and for sticking around. And if you like the video, please give it a like. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, please show your support by subscribing. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Take care.